Actually, my kids inspired me to start Urban Youth Park. They really enjoyed parkour, they really enjoyed the movement. It was just a really good environment that I wanted my kids to be a part of. And so that is what kind of sparked the interest. And then as I got to go see more gyms and more of the community, I was like, we can do this. So we ended up just starting our own program in a shared space, 40 by 40 square foot shared space. And we got certain hours of the day and certain days of the week, and we just kind of started from there. And then within our first year, we had 150 students, and it was just amazing. But really, it was the community, the type of movement, the fact that it's a full body type movement. There's so many amazing things about parkour that I can't speak enough about it.
I had an amazing childhood as a kid. It was filled with play with my cousins in the cul-de-sac, just playing to the maximum. That's where I found a lot of my physicality and kind of allowed me to express it in sport. But that's not the case anymore. It seems to be with youth. It's sit down, it's look at this, stare at this. They're not playing, they're not running, they're not expressing, they're not exploring. A lot of these kids just come in already have the energy, already have the passion. It's more so like guiding it. And my role here seems to be that, to where, hey man, you're here to play, you're here to have a childhood because you're a child, and it's so novel to them, the things that they can do, that the second they start really testing their limitation and going past them, they are empowered, so empowered, and the confidence goes up, and they're able to look at you in the eye, they're able to hold the conversation, talk to the people around them, and how that ripples, I don't know, they don't know, we won't know, but it will ripple across their life. And the discipline that goes into it, it gives such confidence to an individual to build a relationship with that discipline. And here we are being facilitators of that, parkour as the vehicle.
I think the physical, mental, and social things that they're going to learn in the class. The physical things definitely take a lot of time, consistency over a longer period of time. So like balance, coordination, all those things are really important. But things that you see like instantaneous change in is like the social aspect. They'll come in and be like shy or timid or whatever it is, but they'll grow from that very quickly. Being more social, they're making friends. Parents will tell us like, oh yeah, my kid has been flourishing socially. So that's a big part of it.
He loves it. Gives him an opportunity to really be creative with his moves, because he always loves to jump around, climb stuff since he was little. So I appreciate that he's learning how to be safe in attending these classes and to be able to push his limits in a safe manner. He's so passionate about it.
There's a lot of new tricks where I think of them and the coaches help me and I eventually get them, which is really nice to see the progression of not just me but my fellow classmates and teammates. There's no anger amongst people, everyone's working together to elevate each other.
That's what's really most impressive. Everybody how kind and helpful, and it's such a good vibe. We love it, and I'm happy that he's so happy being in this community.
The fact that I thought it would be really hard and far out there, and then once you start trying it, it's like easier than you would have thought. Once you get one skill and it's just like building blocks, and it's so exciting. If I think back to like all my teachers or coaches, I really don't remember much except for whether they believed in me or not. That is literally it. I want to have that impact on the kids. I just want to be that guy that believes in them when maybe other people in their lives don't. It like makes my day. It could be like one thing that just makes my day.
Passion, adaptability, responsibility, and kindness. Passion speaks not only to each individual. I feel like you gotta have passion in whatever you do, whether it's parkour or coaching or other aspects of your life. Adaptability, I feel like, is super important, not only in what we teach, but also in a person, like being able to adapt to your environment. Things are always going to change. There's always going to be difficult struggles you got to be able to overcome. So I feel like adaptability is really strong. And then you also have to adapt within your day or within your lesson plan or within the kids that are coming in, or within your own mind and how you're going to work through a problem. Responsibility, I take responsibility for everything that happens within our space. You know, and we try to really preach extreme responsibility. Everything that happens within your class or within your space or within your life is really your responsibility, and if you want something different, then you got to change it. So responsibility has been a big part of our program, and we try to teach it to our managers, our leadership team, as well as to our coaches, and it trickles down to the kids and the students, and that's really important. Kindness, I mean, you got to be kind in everything that you do. I feel like in whatever you come up against, if you just remember to be kind, you know what I mean, then you can't go wrong. We call them the pillars. That's why all the pillars are painted 4 different colors. So we got 4 different colors of 4 different pillars. That's passion, adaptability, responsibility, and kindness.
You smile when you come in. You can feel that community and like, oh, I want to be there. That's the type of space we want to create. They want to create a space where the kids want to be there. Even the kids that are difficult, those are the kids I'm like, you guys, that's the one you're going to change the most, right? That is the one whose lives are going to affect the most. And when they do, they totally see it. You know what I mean? And that's what creates the excitement. As they get more skills, they get more self-confident, they get more self-aware, they feel better about themselves. It just creates this positive cycle. It's amazing to see. You get to see the kids grow up, you know what I mean? And they get to go from the worst kid in the class to potentially the best kid, you know, and then eventually they become a coach, and they become a leader, and then it's like, you get to see this progression and growth. You get to see the struggle too. You know, you get to see them struggle either with a skill and then they get it, or with a life challenge and then they get it. So there's all these different degrees of growth happening that you get to be a part of. I think that is the most exciting relationships that are created